It's so hard for me to not talk about it, obviously, because it's the most pressing thing that's happening to me in my life right now. It's only kind of hit me also in the past few weeks. I thought I was doing great. I was like, I'm not even heartbroken. I don't even care. But I think that's because I was holding on to the hope that we would work things out, or things would change. But I got confirmation like 2 weeks ago that it's not going to, so I suppose the breakup is only really hitting me now. But the only thing is as well, because I like suppress all my feelings, that my body, it's like my body has an actual like allergic reaction to heartbreak. So I can't eat, I feel sick, I can't sleep, I get the shits. Like, it's the most unattractive thing ever when you're already feeling like really bad about yourself and worthless and stuff. And then because obviously I'm co-parenting now and I have 2 nights a week where I get a good night's sleep, my brain is so much clearer and I'm able to think about more. It's like I'm almost healing from birth because I'm getting the 2 nights sleep. When I'm going through a breakup, my mind literally tortures me with memories, and only good memories. I know that some people can only focus on the negative attributes of their ex-partner or negative things that happened in the relationship. My mind is like incapable of doing that. After a breakup, I can only ever focus on like the good things and the memories and look at it through rose tinted glasses and all the good things about the relationship and the person. What I found is, since I've had the 2 nights sleep and I'm obviously mulling over things in my head over and over again, I actually can't remember anything from the past year. And it's not that we didn't have positive memories, but it's just because of the lack of sleep that I was getting, and because I was so tired. No, sorry, because I was so anxious, I actually can't remember anything. And I know that in a few weeks I'm not gonna feel the same way as I do now. I'll know that it was the right decision and good things will start happening to me now. But it's just also really difficult because obviously I'm still in love. Obviously I'm still in love with him, so that's what makes it obviously more difficult. I'm obviously a deeply sentimental person. I document my life for a living. I have pictures and videos to remember the past year, but I actually, or to like remind myself, but I genuinely don't remember. I know from past relationships that, and I can keep telling myself this, I'm gonna get over it, I'll be grand. But like, I know from past things, I have never gotten over anything in my life. All it does is just become less painful. I don't think I can do it. Anything I've ever let go of has claw marks on it, and I'm left without a scratch. You can probably tell, although it's not a clear depiction of what I'm actually like as a real person online, but you can probably tell from what I post that I love very intensely and very deeply. So I suppose when that's reciprocated, I'm like, oh my god, someone actually loves me as much as I love. But it's fine. I know I'll be fine in 2 weeks, and I'm sure I will love again, and someone will love me like I deserve to be loved. So yeah, I hope anyone else going through a breakup is okay. Okay, this is what we're making today. Pomodoro pasta, which is actually my baby's favorite. I just find it so easy on weeks where I can't think of meal ideas. I'm like sick of the shit that I've been making all the time. Ordering HelloFresh is like new meals to try out, but also easy ways to make them and not too much ingredients that stuff's gonna go off, especially because I'm only cooking for me and her. I'm not cooking for a full family, so usually the things that you buy in the supermarket, there's too much of it and then half of it goes off. So anyway, the meals I picked for this week are so quick and easy to make. I made this golden crumbs salmon yesterday. If I'm starving, I know it's going to be ready very soon. Also, if I'm cooking for the baby, she's not going to lose her patience and start screaming the house down if it's not ready yet, because it literally will only take 20 minutes. You can skip a week whenever you're not available, or if you're not into it that week, maybe you're away or you're too busy or you're just not interested and you only want to eat snacks that week. So you can just skip it whenever you want, so it's non-committal. If you use the code KeelanN60 at checkout, or you scan the code that's on the screen, you can get 60% off your first box and 25% off your next 8 boxes. Are you in work today?
Yeah.
So basically he texted me and Mama. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ellie. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Make a wish.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Yoga with Adrian. I'm Adrian.
I kind of lost the morning, especially if Bee's had a tough night. When she comes back after the weekend from her dad's house, she's a bit more needy and she's a bit more scared of me abandoning her, so she's more glued on the boob, I guess. So my nights aren't that great, and then I wake up exhausted with no motivation, even though like I have to get stuff done. And I always feel worse if I'm like, oh, I'll just give myself a bed day, or I'll stay in my pajamas all day. I always feel shit then by the end of the day. So it's 12 now and she's down for her nap. She was almost glued to me for her entire nap, like just latched on, but I was able to sneak away anyway. So this is what I do to like give myself the motivation back for the rest of the day instead of wasting it. When they're babies, I feel like it's a lot more practicalities that you have to work towards. So making sure they're fed and that they're comforted, you know, that their nappies change, and that's all straightforward. And I feel like I was really good at that because it was just we're like, okay, this and this is. Whereas now, because their emotions are so convoluted, they can't really communicate what they need, and there's just a lot more needs that they have as a toddler, but they can't tell you what it is, so you kind of have to guess. And I find that now that she's started having more tantrums, sometimes I'm just staring at her going, I literally have no idea what to do. Like, I literally have no idea what. And sometimes I go, oh my god, what is it? Like, and then I'm like, wait, she can't even answer me. She doesn't even know herself. So it has been a bit more difficult to adjust, but I think I will get the hang of it as long as I know that I'm being receptive and attentive and giving her, like, no, letting her know that I'm there. Like, she had a tantrum in the middle of the night last night. It was like 1 a.m, and I was like, oh my god. And you know, especially because they're stronger now, they're heavier, I can't like walk her around the room and comfort her, and I'm a fucking tiny woman as well, and she's there like fucking beating the shit out of me. And I have no idea what to do. So yeah, last night I was just staring at her going, I have no idea what it is, like what the problem is. And then you're trying stuff and they're kicking you and pushing things away, trying the dodie and everything, and she's just like, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, because usually I was able to just cure everything with the boob. But and as well, breastfeeding a toddler is so funny because your tits are on display even more, because they kind of like suck for a bit and then start talking to someone. And she's just learned how to fist pump as well, so she's like breastfeeding, fist pumping someone, pointing at the doggy, like having the chats with someone, wanting to look around, running away, but then comes back to the boo-boo. But I'm glad that I have, especially during the winter months, and now that I live with my little sister, she's kind of bringing stuff back from school, you know, colds and coughs and all, so it's really good to have the immunities from the breast milk, because there's stem cells in breast milk, so babies and toddlers are able to heal quicker if they have the breast milk. The antibodies are like formulated specifically for the baby, because the saliva goes into your breast milk and then it formulates a so I don't have my words, sorry, I'm still tired. Breast milk changes depending on what your baby needs. So if your baby has a cold, your body knows, and then the breast milk has more antibodies in it to cure them, which I think the body is amazing. So I'm really glad that I'm still breastfeeding, because I was thinking of stopping and then going on and then microdosing. There isn't any clear information online as to whether you can microdose and breastfeed at the same time, because obviously they can't test that. So I would just stop breastfeeding to be on the safe side. And also I'm going to Australia for 2 weeks in March. I'm not sure if I'm going to go over and pump over there. I would have to pack my medical grade pump, but I might just it might just be good to have the expiry date for the breastfeeding journey just for then, so that I feel like that's a good age. Should be 18 months or something, even older than that, 19 months, yeah, something around then. So I feel like that would be a good goal. I just want to go till 2, sort of, like I'm not too attached to it at the moment. Yeah, I'm just trying to motivate myself for the rest of the day. And there's like few little things that I've just been procrastinating, like clearing out this attic. There's just so much baby shit everywhere. Like, all these drawers are full of things that it was like postpartum healing or newborn stuff that I never use, like baby bottles and all that sort of shite. And I have no idea what to do. And then, like, yeah, all these things, like, you know, her what do you call that? Sterilizer, and the containers and sippy cups. Like, I have about 6 sippy cups, so I'm not sure what to do. I would love to just put it all in the car. I have baby rockers and all these other things, a bath seat, and I've been putting them on adverts for free, but like no one's really taking them. So I'd love to just put them on at my car and drop them to one place. I don't want to put them in a skip because I feel like that's such a waste of things that people might need. So if anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. But then there's things that we had in our old apartment. There's like boxes of stuff, like all our kitchen appliances and blankets and bed sheets, all in boxes out in the shed, and I haven't touched them either. It's probably all covered in spiders. Now, I have no qualms with spiders. I actually like spiders, but it's just I'll have to rewash everything and it's a whole ordeal. And that's just one of the things where I'm like, it's not important right now, so I'm just gonna leave it for as long as possible. But I would love if I could, and it's so bad, I'm like, how can I outsource this labour? Could I pay someone to do all this for me? Because it's just like, I don't even think it's the actual doing of it, it's just the run up to it, and I'm working myself up so much. It was like the tackling of her baby clothes. Now I did that, like it only took me about half an hour to sort out her baby clothes of what I was selling and what I was donating. It's not even that big of a deal. It's literally not a big deal. I'm just looking to complain about something. I'm gonna do yoga with Adrian, yoga for productivity and focus. Usually I do her yoga for loneliness because it's real laid back, like it's not strenuous at all. Most of it is just lying down, so it's really nice. But even just like the listening to your breathing, and for the time that I have when she's napping, because I feel like toddlers are actually really good that you can do stuff with them, whereas when she was a baby, because she was a total velcro baby, I couldn't do much because she'd be in the carrier. You know, you couldn't be like doing yoga while she was in the carrier, whereas now she's running around and she wants to help me do things like in the kitchen and everything. So going to the doing the food shop, like she likes doing all that stuff with me. So I thought now she'd be more into independent playing, but she's still not really, like she just wants to be doing what I'm doing. But yeah, I need to find a really good book for toddlers, how to handle toddlers and the tantrums and all, because no is completely ineffective. It doesn't work on toddlers. Like they don't understand why they can't do something, so no doesn't work for them. So you just have to actually physically take them out. And I know the whole like you have to distract them with something else. She's obsessed with wanting to play with the toilet brush and, you know, putting whole rolls of toilet paper in the toilet. I can't keep her in the bathroom anymore while I'm taking a shower, which is really stressful. So I have to wait till my parents are home, or if someone can mind her while I go into the shower. It's such a cute age when they start to discover their own autonomy, and she's exercising her nose. Like she's saying no to me if she doesn't want to do something, which is really nice to witness, you know, her turning into her own person. Like I can't wait for the age until I'm like, okay, you can dress yourself today. And she's like wearing a tutu or wearing her Spider-Man suit. It's difficult now to get a sustainable option for basics for babies that are affordable and like reasonably priced and not horrific looking. And obviously I have a particular taste in how I want to dress her, which is like fair enough. I feel like most people would with their kids. I have a particular vision for her, if you know what I mean, up until she's able to dress herself. Like as soon as she tells me she wants to dress herself, that's absolutely no problem. But for the moment I'm like just, you know, dressing up my little baby, my first girl. So my favorite at the moment, Beyond Retro vintage shop. If anyone has any recommendations for a baby vintage shop, I haven't been able to find a good vintage kids clothes. I got these off Beyond Retro. Did I? Yeah. Beyond Retro is really good for vintage kids clothes, but the selection isn't huge, but everything that's on there is nice. So I have a few things picked out there. I'm talking shite now. So anyway, I'm gonna do my yoga. For some beauty faves, I know I got the whole Korean skincare range. I will say it's not necessary, all those different steps. I've been using it for 2 months. Maybe I need to use it for a bit longer to see some actual effects, but I haven't seen any huge differences in my skin. I'm not like when I wake up in the morning, you know? So it's just too much time. It's a stupid amount of time and it's too much money. So I wouldn't recommend buying that many steps. It's just unattainable for people. Like you don't need to stress. Don't make yourself feel bad because you don't have a full 7-step Korean skincare range. I will say if you are looking for a good face SPF, this Beauty of Hoseon Hosian SPF 50 plus is really, really good. And it's reasonably priced, it's cruelty free. The Sculpted by Amy Hydra Glow is my favorite serum. Your skin, it genuinely is like, feels really nice, looks so good. Every time I use this, I get compliments on my face makeup or my skin makeup, and I genuinely think it makes all my makeup look so good. Even if you're using, I've used it with different foundations, so say like a really thick high coverage foundation for nights out, it doesn't make you too greasy underneath or whatever. It just makes the foundation look more natural, even though it is still high coverage. Also I've used like shearer serums or like a CC cream on top of this, and it just makes it look like you don't have any makeup on at all, but your skin is just completely flawless. So I love this. I can't speak of it. Now this was PR, I've gotten 2 PR of these, but I will be buying it obviously with my own money afterwards. And then this, obviously this was PR as well, I've talked about this loads of times, the Hydra Tint. I'm wearing this right now. You're not arse wearing normal foundation, you can use it with your hands. It's really good, like lightweight coverage, looks like you've rolled out of bed looking fantastic, and it's also like good for your skin. It has good vitamins, it has SPF. And then Hydrate and Hold Hydrating and Makeup Setting Mist. I will say that like a lot of days like today I'm not wearing powder. I wouldn't use it on a day you're not wearing powder because it tends to look very wet. So if you are, like say if you've baked under your eye or baked the contour underneath your contour, this afterwards like brings the hydration back into your face. So if you are using like the Laura Mercier translucent powder, for example, I would use that. This is my favorite highlighter ever, the Cash Beauty in Gold Beam. If I was to make a highlighter, this would be literally it. It was like something I've been looking for years, but it's like a highlighter you don't want to look like it's glitter and you don't want to look like it's fake. It looks genuinely like my face is just glowing on the high points naturally, so it's really good. The Refy eyebrow gel, I just have the clear one. It really makes you look like, because I usually love getting a brow lamination and it genuinely looks like I have one when I have it on, if you just kind of like stick your eyebrows upwards. But also if you don't want to have that look either, it really does glue them in place all day. I got sent the Cash Beauty Secret Treasures 2.0. All of Cash's stuff is so pigmented. I got the Rich Amber bronzer from Cash. Now I bought this and I think I got the wrong shade because it's just too, like you can even tell next to my skin. I kind of got it with the intention of wearing tan again, and then when I'm wearing tan I could like bronze up the face. It is very pigmented, like to the point where I'm like Jesus Christ every time I put it on. But anyway, these eyeshadows are stunning. I wore them on my birthday and I got an eyeliner with it, but that's in my handbag from like my night out. Guys, Miwa alert, what? I haven't really been using this that much, the Rich Amber. I should have got a lighter shade, but if I'm wearing tan at any point or when I get a tan next summer, I suppose I can wear it. Now for a more mattifying makeup setting spray, this e.l.f. Stay All Day Blue Light one is really good, and it's probably a lot cheaper.